Ha ha! You ain't nothing but uncooked chicken, podcasting all the time. You ain't nothing but uncooked chicken, podcasting all the time. You ain't nothing but uncooked chicken in the favorite podcast of mine. You ain't nothing but hits. Yeah, man. The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. That was my remix. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Ha. It's a commuter grind. Was on my mind. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Ain't no need to edit. Yep. Hell yeah. I said it. It's the Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Where's my cluck? Where's my cluck? Where's my cluckety cluck? Yeah, man. Listen, man. This is an August edition of Uncooked Chicken. You said, man, that boy was here. NateNathaNathaniel really like Elvis. He like Elvis Presley. Listen, I'm just giving it back. Listen, I'm like what they call it, like Peter Pan. And then Peter Pan steal from the rich, gets no, that's Robin Hood. This is Uncooked Chicken, which is unedited. I make a mistake, guys. We live with it. I meant to say Robin Hood. I'm just robbing. I'm giving it back though. We're going 180. You know how Elvis took from all those R&B singers, and then I don't think he ever gave it back. So I'm giving it back. That's right. He giving it back to me from the beyond. Right? And I think his birthday's in August is what I heard. So how about that? You ain't nothing but, you ain't nothing but, you ain't. Yeah, man, Uncooked Chicken podcasting all the time. 3 a.m. in the morning. Welcome to another episode of my podcast brought to you by the hybrid productions of NateNathaNathaniel. Ooh, I'm in my car, guys. Have you ever heard somebody do a podcast audio in their car? Now, listen, I got to pay attention to what's on the road. I can't just look at a microphone. I got to look at the road, okay? All right, so and it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Your podcasting at 3 a.m. Is she? Tell me, I don't know. Listen, guys, this is going to be 20-minute podcast to help you get through, like to help your day, just to give you a little right? You may get a little something. You gonna be entertained somehow, somewhere. You gonna be like, aha! You know what? I think he is the most creative comedian that I never heard of. He come up with this stuff. He ain't got no writing team. I am the writing team. Stop it. Here was his cue cards. Stop it. Y'all better. I gotta pay attention to what's on the road. Now, I'm going to be in and out of this cast. When I say in and out of this cast, some of y'all people, y'all may know a restaurant called In and Out. You'll be like, who, he going to be a double-double? Is he eating a double-double? Why No, but I'm drinking something in the morning. But I'm just going to be in it and out of it. I'm going to be signaling, braking. Hopefully, I don't have to, flip somebody off. I hope I don't have to. I ain't trying. Don't road rage. People go crazy, man. Everybody got somewhere to go. Why you pissed off at the next driver? Relax. Everybody need to just chill. Y'all need to, you know what you need? Listen to some Uncooked Chicken. That's what the problem is. All these fools are angry. They need a podcast to make them laugh while they go to work. Keep them engaged, entertained. All right? You don't need a new law. You just need Uncooked Chicken. You need some raw improv comedy. How about that? I'm going to go ahead and submit that to my local officials. My local representation. Check it out. So look, I give you guys 3 F topics. 3 F topics, because I just, when I'm spitballing out, this is my workshop. This is my this is the playground. This is the comedic-improv playground where I'm coming up with ideas. Some people do it all alone, but I do it for you. If you look at my driver's license, it's gonna say donor, because I'm a comedic donor, baby. I've donated my commute to you, baby. Yeah. So listen, I'm giving you the rawness. There's gonna be some mistakes made. We're gonna live with all of them is Uncooked Chicken. So 3 F topics today. The first F topic gonna be kind of funny things that we say we do. That's what I ask. Funny ideas I'm thinking about. All right. The second familiar gonna be AI. A to the I. Yes, sir. The last one, man, the last one gonna be it's gonna be the last F is going to be, not finally, it's gonna be flaws. There we go. I knew it was another F word in there. I gave you 3 F-U's. 3 F's for you, right? F3, 3 F's. Get it? Listen. Now, I was thinking about like the funny things we say, man. Like funny things, funny ideas. Like, you ever heard the saying, like funny sayings, right? You ever heard the saying like, there's a million ways to skin a cat, right? You ever heard that? Like, it's a million ways to skin a cat. A million. Like someone counted, like how many, like, whoo, we had, you know what? We had 999,000. Whew. We're all, hey guys, I think that's it, huh? I think we skinned the cat. We just need one more idea, guys. Just one more to get to that meal. Listen, really? Because I can only think of like 6 ways, maybe 8 to skin a cat. 6 ways for sure, like the 4 paws, right? 4 paws, the nose, and the tail, right? I mean, that's 6. I don't know how you get a million. How's that possible, right? And then who the hell is skinning the cat? And I mean, I've never skinned the cat. So when people say there's a million ways to skin a cat, like you supposed to know how. Like that's a statement that's saying like, oh, that's elementary. Like you should know how to skin a cat. I don't know how to skin a cat. I mean, I can figure it out. Right? I can figure it out. I can try to fillet the hell out of him. I can fillet the hell of a feline. I'll try. It's gonna be chunky though. I ain't gonna listen. I'm gonna miss some. There's gonna be some chunks, right? There's gonna be some chunks in it. But what did the cat do to me? Why? You know, why am I? When they say cat got your tongue, is that what happened? The cat took my tongue, right? And so I want to skin the hell out of him. I mean, why? I just don't understand why we say a million ways to skin a cat. I don't think so. I think that's a lie. I don't know a million ways to skin. Why has a cat got my tongue? Right? Because is that a saying like cats don't talk? So when you don't talk, you a cat? Because I used to have a cat and he would meow the hell out every night. Meow, meow, right? And don't let a cat get in heat. Don't let a cat get in heat. And people need to tell me about, like, when you're younger, they don't tell you about, like, animal behavior when animals are in heat, when animals want sexy time, right? They don't tell you. Nobody tell you that. They're like, oh, here's a cat. Give him some water. Give him some milk. Give him some kibbles and bits or some shit. I don't know. Listen, they don't tell you that the cats, sometimes they get hot, right? I ain't talking about the weather. Sometimes they want to get into kitty stuff, right? And my cat, man, I was young, that cat started moaning. That cat was like, I'm like, what the hell? No one explained that to me. I'm like 8, 9 years old. I got a cat moan, and then a little red thing popped out on the underneath carriage. I'm like, ooh, what the hell? What the hell? Listen, I had a pillow. I threw everything I had in the cat. Pillow, Legos. Get the hell away from me, kitty cat. Should have skinned you then. Should have skinned you then. A million ways to skin a cat. Is it? Nah, it's not. Hang a minute. Whew. And man, listen. I don't know. We say some things. We do. And man, you know, I was thinking too, like, and this is like what I said. It's the F topic. Is just some funny ideas of funny things we do and funny things I didn't, like, I noticed. Like I went to the store the other day, man. I went to the store and I seen a group of polygamists, right? I seen a group of polygamists in the store. You know, they were all draped up, you know, and just they rolled deep too. You know, if polygamist was a gang, you ain't gonna mess with one. You like one, they probably scared, right? But they roll 6, 7 deep. You ain't gonna say nothing to them. You never know what's underneath that drape. You might get shanked. You don't know, right? You have no idea what they carrying, right? She can pull out a weapon, right? She may have a semi-automatic. You don't know what's underneath that. A lot of compartments. It's loose. You better stop it. And listen, man, they walked in, and I was wondering. Every time I see a polygamist, I never see a brown one, never see a black one, right? And I'm thinking, man, listen, I know that, they used to have slaves, and I'm not saying every brown, black person was a slave, but I'm just saying that majority, right? So you telling me that the polygamists, their tribe, their squad, their faction, they didn't have any slaves running around, cleaning up after them, raising their kids, right? Where are the black polygamists? There's gotta be some black people participating in polygamy. There's gotta be. I wanted to walk up to them and say, "Excuse me, sister. You guys got any Jeromes in the fold, right? Any Jeromes, right? Any Ray-Rays? You got anybody? Any Darnells? You got anybody's? Any little Mikes?" I just wanted to ask about this, but they were rolling deep though. They were 7 deep. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this guy's, they can circle around me, and I would disappear. You would not see me. They would drape around me. They're like, "Sisters, drape up. We got just sisters. We have an I can't even say it is uncooked chicken, and I'm messing up, but that's okay because we edit it. We don't edit. It's uncooked chicken. Sisters, gather around, drape up. We have an agitator. Drape him up. Barbara, grab him. Barbara, Lisa. Carolyn, hold his arms. Listen." So I said, "No, y'all ain't gonna drape me up. No, sir. This ain't happening. It's not happening." I was scared. I ain't afraid to say I was scared. I was scared. I ain't doing it. But I thought about it. I surely did thought about it, boy. But it makes sense though. It makes sense why they don't have any black people in polygamy, because the quickest way to get rid of polygamy is to put some black people, let Jerome in the fold, right? That's the quickest way. Because John, I don't know where John was at, because John let his wives go shopping. He let his sister wives go shopping. But if John currently, he has Monday through Saturday, right? He got a wife for every day of the week, right? John's a busy man. But if John introduced Jerome into the fold, his brother, right? You would think at the end of the day, well, let's say at the end of the week, what's going to happen is John's going to have Monday. That's it. He's going to have Monday. Jerome's going to have Tuesday through Saturday, right? John's going to go over Barbara's house. Yeah, Barbara's just Tuesday. I'm here to be the husband, father to our multitude of kids and be with you. And she goes, John, let's sit down and talk. John, listen, I don't have a problem with the situation we're in, the polygamy, but Jerome, Jerome is going to take over too. We talked to the sister wives. Jerome's going to take over Tuesday through Saturday.
He's like, wait, what the hell? What?
Listen, John, calm it down. Sister wives have spoken. Calm it down. Just be thankful you still have Monday. Okay? Be thankful that you still have Monday. Because listen, Jerome, that's why you want to get rid of polygamy? Tell Jerome to join the coop. Tell him to join the coop. Yes. That's why you don't. That's why there's no black people rolling around in drapes. Because I'm telling you, they're going to take over. That's going to take over. Listen, I'm just telling you. Sister wives, once you go black, woohoo. I'm just telling you. That's what they're going to say. Anyway, that's the funny thing that I'm just thinking about. Funny things that I noticed, right? Oh, man, the next F topic is going to be AI, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. We are going to talk about that today. Thank you very much for listening to Uncooked Chicken Listen, man, AI. There was a report in California. They had an AI fighter jet go up and do a dogfight, and they had the human was the co-pilot. The AI did all the maneuvering while the human was just sitting bitch. Can I say bitch? I said it already, bitch. He's hitting bitch. And the AI is flying the plane. Not a drone. This is real F-16. Right? Yeah, man. Listen. Well, it's happening, guys. It's happening. We thought that the end of times was going to be race wars. No, the end times is going to be us against the friggin' machines, AI. Right? That's what it's going to be. Listen, man, the AI landed the fighter jet. The AI's doing maneuvers and landed the jet. And they're like, hey, they didn't interview the AI. They could have. They should have just interviewed the AI. But they interviewed the co-pilot. They're like, hey, so we, what's our thoughts on you went up and how did the AI pilot do? He said, well, Jane, John, I'm just gonna tell you, this AI pilot went up and he was doing maneuvers that I've never seen before. It's just been unhumanly possible to do, and he was keeping up and learning and gaining, and it was unhumanly possible to do. I wonder why it was unhumanly possible to do, because he probably wasn't human. Right? Remember back in the day before Planet of the Apes, before monkeys could talk and ride horses? Right? Before they can do all that, right? Ape home. Human home. Before they can do that. Before that time, they used to send little monkeys and chimpanzees in space or do experiments on them, and they would bring them back, and they would look at their vitals and monitor them and figure out if is the conditions right for humans, right? That's what they would do. They would use monkeys, right? But you fast forward, we became the monkeys, right? Now we the monkeys. We sitting bitch in the jet, in the fighter jet, and letting the AI drive. You know what happens when AIs drive? I seen that movie, I, Robot. Way before Will Smith slapped the hell out of Chris Rock, Will Smith told us, be careful about them robots, right? He said when them robots turn from blue to red, you in trouble, right? That robot was trying to drive. Will's like, give me the wheel, right? He's driving. He ain't got time for that, right? I'm just telling you, man, y'all, we gonna be batteries. I've seen this movie before. It was called The Matrix. The blue or red pill, listen, I ain't want to live in the Matrix, right? We gonna be the human batteries. They gonna use us so they can keep going, so they can survive, right? I just hope I'm Neo. I just hope, I said, like, please, Lord, let me be Neo. Let me run in and out of these programs. Let me do jujitsu, right? Let me be Neo. Oh, man, it's AI, baby. Watch it. Watch that AI. Listen, I got to get to my hustle. I can only give you 20 minutes of content, baby. And then I got to get to the hustle. So I'm on my first hustle right now. So I'm close to it. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you about the last F topic. Last F topic is flaws. Right? Everybody got flaws. Even famous people got flaws. Everyday people got flaws. Famous people got flaws. It's been crazy. It's beginning of summer's been crazy already. All the people got flaws. Puff Daddy had flaws. He had flaws for a long, long, long time. Hey, Dad, it coming out now, but he had flaws. Right? You got Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake he had to get a frill bruise, right? And made a bad decision with his flaws. Listen, man. I'm just wondering how that went. Like, Justin got pulled over by a 24-year-old police officer, right? Justin, like 42, 43, he got pulled over by a baby, right? And he was drunk because Justin started referencing new NSYNC, right? When drunk people can't read the room. That's your first indicator that, I wonder if I'm drunk, because I can't read the room. I can't read it, right? Your first thing you're going to say is NSYNC? Nah, I think Justin should have been like, hey, officer, you ever seen Trolls? Give him something he can relate to, JT, right? You ever seen Trolls? Give him something that he can say, oh, were you Branch? Were you the survivalist troll? Oh my gosh! Don't be trumping out some NSYNC, right? And they had the footage of the body cam. They released the audio of it, right? And Justin, he got pulled over, right? He got pulled over. Justin be like, he was like, this is gonna ruin my tour, sir. And the officer was like, what tour, sir? And JT was like, don't you know I'm JT from NSYNC? Who the hell is JT? And what the hell's an NSYNC? And I'ma throw your ass in the clean. Come on. That's what he said to him. That's what he said. That's what the officer said to him. I'm telling you, that's what he said to him. He's like, I hate to see a grown man cry. That's no lie. But you drinking under the influence, so get this DWI. That's what he said to him. He got that DWI, and he did. Yeah, he did. Boy, but I'm sure these people got flaws. Everybody got flaws. People say, why are you making fun of him? He got flaws. That's not nice. Listen, we already hit it's 5 steps. It's 5 steps of grief. You understand? I'm just helping you with the last step. I'm just talking about flaws so we can all get to acceptance. Right? Once we get to acceptance, everything is good. Get to the acceptance. That's all we got to do. Accept it. Get better. He can get better. Everybody can get better. That's what we're doing. Now listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this Uncooked Chicken episode. Yes, sir. If you enjoyed it, just share it with somebody and let them listen to 20 minutes of some comedic interest. And, some comedy is getting kind of dusty. You need some pump me up. You need some fresh takes. You need some nice. Listen, I'm trying to give you some good stuff here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I want to thank all y'all for joining me in this episode of the Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a comedic grind. What's on my mind? The comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. It ain't no need to edit. Hell yeah, I said it. It's the Adventures of Uncooked Chicken.